Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. I hope everybody had a nice holiday. Unfortunately, the rapper Iggy Azalea and her deadbeat baby daddy, Playboi Carti, haven't been having the best holiday because this weekend, Iggy has been airing out all Playboi Carti's dirty laundry. And I'm going to get into this ghetto story in a minute, but before I do, I want to briefly talk about Gabrielle Union's new project. Gabrielle Union is actually producing a movie for Netflix, and she's also starring in the movie. And the actor Keith Powers is actually playing her love interest in the movie. According to Deadline, this movie is called The Perfect Find, and it's based off of a book that Tia Williams wrote about a woman in her 40s who finds a new job as a beauty journalist, and she actually has beef with her boss, but she ends up falling for her boss's younger son. So the story sounds interesting. It sounds like it could be funny, and Gabrielle Union is producing this movie. But I find it interesting that Keith Powers was chosen as Gabrielle's love interest for a few reasons. Keith Powers is 20 years younger than Gabrielle Union, and he also happens to be the boyfriend of Ryan Destiny. And I know this is not really a big deal. Just because a person is in a relationship doesn't mean they can't play the love interest of another actor. They are just acting, right? But the reason why I thought it was interesting is because I can't forget when Gabrielle called Ryan the B word in her book and revealed that she felt a little threatened by her. And now she has Ryan's boyfriend playing her love interest in a new movie. I thought that was interesting, but for those who don't know what Gabrielle said verbatim, I'm going to read a little bit of what she said in her book, We're Going to Need More Wine. She said, "Just the night before I attended a pre-Oscar cocktail party for women in film, there I had met a young actor named Ryan Destiny. She had appeared in Lee Daniels' series Star. I had heard that she looked like me. I saw her in person and she looks like I literally gave birth to her. Gab too, only better. Oh my God," she said, "I'm finally meeting you. This is so amazing." And Gabrielle said, "What are you, 12? 22? Shoot. I admire you so much," she said. "If you could mentor me." BF you, I thought. You want me to mentor you? The press is literally calling you the next Gabrielle Union, except she could sing and dance. I smiled and the photographers came over. They needed to document this moment of look who's old. And I get it because I have a reputation for never aging. And God, do I love that rep. But as the flash bulbs went off, I was suddenly terrified that the ruse would be up. Dorian Gray turning to dust as she's photographed next to someone called the next Gabrielle Union. So this is what Gabrielle said about Ryan in her book, and I actually appreciate her honesty. She was being very transparent about how she felt, and this is no different from how some other entertainers feel when a newcomer comes up and people try to crown them as the new this, the next that. So I totally understand that. Gabrielle has been in the industry for 20 plus years. She is a veteran, and she sees somebody like Ryan Destiny, who is younger and is another beautiful dark-skinned actress. And you know how the industry is. They like to give shine to one dark-skinned girl at a time. So there is a little bit of competition in the mix there. And on top of that, Ryan can sing and dance. So she has a wider range of talent. And Gabrielle was threatened by that. And it's clear that she was threatened by that because she wouldn't have written about it in her book. Obviously, the comparisons had some effect on her, and it brought up some of those insecurities that Gabrielle has had. Gabrielle talked about the intense competition in Hollywood and how it fueled her mean girl behavior. If she felt like another actress was a threat to her or competition for her, she would trash them in order to somewhat feel good about herself. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are asking, why are you bringing all of this up, and what does this have anything to do with Gabrielle playing Keith Powers' love interest in a movie? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I might be reaching. I know I might be reaching, but I kind of feel like Gabrielle may be trying to low-key compete with Ryan Destiny. Ryan and Keith are one of the hottest couples in the new generation of Black Hollywood, and Gabrielle sees this, she knows this, and she's like, maybe it would be a good look for her to have somebody as attractive as Keith as her love interest in a movie. And this could be a subtle way of her trying to one-up Ryan. Like I said, I could be reaching, but this was my first thought when I read about Gabrielle and Keith Powers starring in a rom-com movie together. Now, looking at it from another angle, it's possible that Keith was just chosen because he was the perfect fit for the role. Also, it's possible that Gabrielle knew Keith before because Keith actually used to date Gabrielle Union's cousin, Saweetie. So those are just some possibilities. I don't think it's right to assume that Gabrielle had some ulterior motive in starring alongside Keith. And also, there's no crime in two actors getting a role in a movie. They're doing their job and they're just acting. It doesn't have to be anything outside of that, but I couldn't help but bring up that Ryan connection because that still sticks out to me. But anywho, on to the next topic. Let me talk about Iggy Azalea airing out her ex Playboi Carti and his side chick / girlfriend Brandy. Now, Iggy Azalea was really upset that Playboi Carti did not spend Christmas with her and their son Onyx. Instead, he was spending time with the woman he cheated on Iggy with throughout her whole pregnancy. So this was messy, but I kind of feel like Playboi Carti purposely ghosted Iggy and their son because he knew that Iggy would complain about it on social media. Now, mind you, Playboi Carti has a new album out called Whole Lotta Red. So all of this is just publicity for him. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. So Iggy gave him all of this free publicity and he played her in the process. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what made Iggy go off. Iggy found out that Playboi Carti brought his side chick Brandy to his album release party, and she also saw Brandy promote his album on her IG story, and she said in her caption, "So proud." When Iggy found out about this, she was livid because apparently Iggy and Playboi Carti reconciled and they were supposed to spend the holiday together. However, Playboi Carti was busy hanging out with his side chick. So Iggy decided to air both of them out on Twitter. She said, "Too bad you got an album out but can't even come to Christmas with your own son. Imagine not flying out your family on Christmas, but you have the girl you cheated on my whole entire pregnancy with at your album party, and magically me and my son can't come for Christmas anymore. Trash." And I was gonna keep it cute and let you live, but nah, not after I just peeped that trifling stuff. Trifling. And shout out to the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram for posting all of these tweets because I couldn't keep up with everything. But Iggy went on to say this in her rant. "To clarify, this man was literally at my house last night telling me he loves me. So this is very much not me being bitter. It is me not ducking with trifling stuff that happens at the expense of my son. Everything not for the internet, but a certain point when someone just taking advantage like crazy, airing it out is all you can do. Night. And I could have done you dirty and posted the begging without your pants, but I won't even be that mean. Y'all both trash though. And I woke up and my son's nanny is letting me know now she's seen who this side chick is that you gave our dog to babysit while you were in town all week with me. And you FaceTime her without son. I think she meant with our son on the phone. Got me effed up. And even though Onyx was a planned baby that we both wanted, on some weirdo stuff, he still refused to sign his birth certificate. He's 9 months old, won't even give his son he claims to care so much about his own last name." And Iggy Azalea posted the birth certificate and said, "Imagine how trash you are to do this to your firstborn son." Hoo-wee, this is so messy. And Iggy was even petty enough to post a video of her friend kicking the side chick out of their house. I mean, this was a hot ghetto mess. Now, Brandy did defend herself on her IG story. She said, "Let's get this straight. I'm not a homewrecker. I would never knowingly be with someone that is in a relationship ever. And if you know me, you know that's not a part of my character. I first met Jordan, aka Playboi Carti, in May, and when I first met him that same day, he told me he had a son already born and that him and his baby mother were not together. Before meeting him, I had no idea of anything about a child, so let's clear that up. Wrong girl for that situation. It was definitely someone else that he was with throughout your pregnancy. She also said some more stuff in that post. I'm not going to read everything, but she went on to say over time she found out who I was, and then came the harassment and verbal threats, which I did not respond to. All I know is what he would tell me, and I feel as if it's the same for her. I would believe what he would tell me because it felt true. He was rarely around her, and when he was, it was to see his son, which I encouraged every bit. I encourage him to be with his son every chance he can get, and even for Christmas, by the way, but he makes his own choices at the end of the day. She also denied being at the album release party and said that she is not disrespectful, she's not a homewrecker, she's none of that. And she tried to explain the video where she was getting kicked out of the house. She said she was literally already leaving. And she also said that Playboi Carti was the one who had her living in that house. But Iggy said that Brandy was lying about everything. And as the story dragged on and on, I noticed Iggy was directing more of her energy on Brandy instead of Playboi Carti.
Brandy is Jordan's side chick who he's been fucking while I was pregnant. She claims she didn't know anything and she would never do anything trifling. Let's talk. You started fucking Jordan in February. Well, I was, what would that have been, like 8 months pregnant? And I know when you started fucking him because he hit up somebody that you used to who I won't name because it's a well-known person and I'm not going to throw that person under the bus. But he hit that person up and said, is it cool if I smash this bitch too? Because I know you f***ed and we're friends, right? And he said, yeah, it's a side piece. Go ahead, do whatever you want. Started f***ing you in an Airbnb that he had rented out as a studio while I was pregnant since he couldn't play loud music in our apartment, but had you in there getting smashed the whole time. A lot of shit that I missed out on trying to support this man. This man, while you had this girl hidden in an Airbnb while I'm sitting at home pregnant. Don't be nice to people, y'all, because they will take advantage of your kindness. This bitch knew very well what was happening. We had a huge fight. I'm not even going to get into what happened at that fight. I will spare you, Jordan. I'll spare you that for now. I leave because I got scared and came to LA. He begged me to come back. I came back 5 days later, go up to our apartment, and I see all my has been put, all my personal photos of my family and in our bedroom has all been put in my son's nursery with the door locked. Weird. So I go into his side of the closet and I see that there is a girl's little roll-along suitcase in there with some makeup and dirty old trashy underpants. You need to buy new drawers too, girl, now. Come on now, because those were raggedy. I will give you $50 and you can get 5 for $50 from Victoria's Secret now, okay? So I go back to LA and he's still coming, still fucking me. Just this motherfucker last week, actually, swearing that you're in love with me and that we're working on a family. We're getting a house in Atlanta next month, right? And this shit, I shouldn't be in LA anymore. We're going to be a family. Fuck Brandy, right? You don't talk to Brandy. That's what you said to me 2 days ago. That she ain't shit. She was just a bitch you were fucking because I wasn't talking to you and you were lonely and bored. That's what it is, right? That's what you just said 48 hours ago about this bitch. Anyway, back to Brandy and her trifling ass. Do not listen to what this bitch is saying, okay? You knew damn well you were fucking a man with a pregnant girlfriend. Knew damn the fuck well. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into Miss Brandy, who didn't know and would never do that. Let's get back into it. This lets this man call me to beg to be with me from her number. Raven spared you because we were gonna beat your ass at 3 o'clock in the morning, and instead you just were out there with no shoes on the street at 3 a.m. looking stupid like a trash bag that you are. I see whose name this number is that he's called me from. Weird. Brandy. I hit her up. What does this bitch do? Blocks me. So all I could do is hit up Jordan, ask him what the fuck. Nothing, it's nothing, that's just my friend, that's just my homegirl. I know it's not just your homegirl because you got a type, motherfucker. You got a type. Brandy looks just like your ex Ruby. Please, I know that you're fucking her. I'm not dumb. Let's air some more shit out, Miss Brandy, because I've had more people come forward. So what I'm hearing is that while I was in Brazil last December, and Jordan was in Miami recording in the Hit Factory. Little Miss Brandy, you and your friend, whose profile name I will get, and yes, I will put you on Front Street too, that is coming my way soon, were both in the studio, but he wasn't fucking you yet, Brandy. He was fucking your friend, who apparently, y'all real tight, you go everywhere together. He was fucking your friend, and you were there with her for friend support, right? Now, I have always wondered how it came out in December last year that I was pregnant and that I was having a boy. So what I'm hearing now is that the reason why that came out is because Brandy's friend, who was getting f***ed in Miami while she was there by my man at the time, got f***ed raw, and my man started freaking out saying, I'm having a boy, this can't happen, she's got to take a plan B, she's got to take a plan B. I guess you took the plan B, right, sweetie, because there's no other baby, I assume. But you both were already in the mix in December while I was 5 months pregnant, and you very much knew that this man had a full girlfriend, lived in a house with her, and was having a boy. So I guess the girl that he said, please, you need to take this plan B. She takes the plan B, and then next thing you know, a week later, boom, it's in the press. I'm pregnant, and I'm having a boy. Mind you, this motherfucker wanted to blame me at the time and say my people must have leaked it to the press, but it was really that you're just trifling, and some slut bucket that you dumped a fucking load of comment in Miami and made take a plan B, ran to the blogs and told them this shit. Crazy.
So that was a part of the rant that Iggy went on, and she was ranting about this for like 40 minutes, and she was going on and on about it on social media. She even was clapping back at some of Brandy's family members and friends. It was just a mess, and I think she was directing a lot of her animosity towards Brandy when the main person she should be mad at is Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti has been making Iggy look like a clown. It's amazing to me that he can be aggressive towards her and cheat on her constantly, but Iggy will go back to him anyway and complain about how he treats her, knowing the type of person he is. She thinks that just because he says he loves her and sleeps with her from time to time, that he actually cares about her, and he doesn't. His actions have shown that he doesn't care. He's been using her the whole time. He's been cheating on her the whole time. He chose to spend Christmas with his girlfriend instead of his family. He didn't even sign his son's birth certificate. That should tell Iggy everything she needs to know. He doesn't care at all. At all. I don't even think he cares about being a present father. And that alone should turn Iggy off. I'm surprised that she even chose to have a child with him, knowing that he has drug issues, knowing that he's young and immature. I don't know why she did that, but now she has to deal with all that comes with it. And I think she needs to move on. That's what she needs to do, because the more she continues to entertain Playboi Carti, the more she'll continue to get played. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.